We begin with a look at the brutal conditions endured by the hundreds of people who groom, exercise, and walk horses at Maryland racetracks. They live huddled together in a dreary collection of run-down barns and buildings in slum-like conditions, some say. That's why one lawmaker is calling on Maryland to deny a $120 million state-subsidized loan to the owner of Laurel Park and immediately inspect the conditions there. Here's Janice Park on the brutal life on the backstretch.
These are pictures a Maryland Democratic lawmaker says were taken just last week. Rooms described as concrete cells, dirty bathrooms, and exposed wires. This is the housing for workers at Laurel Park, whose job is to take care of the racetrack's prize horses.
I think this industry, as it relates to treating folks like this, is just preying on the vulnerable.
The accusations of deplorable conditions date back to 2002. The Stronach Group owns both Laurel Park and Pimlico in Baltimore. The company had promised all those years ago to improve living conditions, but Delegate Nick Mosby says that never happened. Over the years, the company has received reportedly more than $100 million in state funds. Mosby wants that money to stop now, and the state subsidies they already received to be used for capital improvements.
Facilities are concrete, 10 by 10 spaces shared by 2 men in a building of 32. We're separated from that is a toilet, one shower, and one sink. It's just completely unacceptable. There's nothing but muck outside of the rooms. It's just a deplorable condition.
But Charlie Hall, who trained horses and was stall manager at Laurel Park for almost 30 years, says the conditions here aren't different than any other track across the country.
Horses come first. That's the first priority of a racetrack. Realize that this is a business and it has to operate on certain levels and certain terms.
But Mosby says look at the pictures and judge for yourself.
But this is not the American way.
In Laurel, Janice Park, WUSA 9.